Hey troops, GeneralJSmith here with my 64th update, I believe. Let's just go with that. Alright, so there are a few things I want to talk about. Now this is like my third or fourth time recording this update because it's gone on so long. Because I've just rambled about so much, it's ridiculous. Now, I am going to try and make this short. But, you know, as you know, these things can ramble on. My videos are getting even longer, which is ridiculous because I keep trying to make them shorter. I'm already rambling. Anyway though, so... Right, I'm back. You can see my face again. Hello. I haven't seen my face in a while, but anyway. I'm here in front of my new bookcase, which well, no, I didn't buy it technically, but my mum bought it for me just because, I don't know, just because she was nice, really. But it costs a lot, which is really, because that bookcase over there, which I've been using for some time, costs like £20, £25. This one costs like £35 to £40. It does have 6 shelves, where that one has 5, and it is slightly taller and bigger, but, you know, even so, it's kind of ridiculous. It does look nice though. It does look nice. So yeah, that's obviously going to really help my space problem, because space has become a problem, as I mentioned before. Nothing really much to say though. It's a bookcase, it looks really nice, and stuff will go in there. Maybe at some point I'll show you around and show you the reasons why some things are on certain levels, and obviously there's going to be more in here. I know it's pretty blank now. My AATs, by the way, at the bottom. There will be more here. Just at some point I'll put them in. Yeah. Alright, so anyway, so much stuff is happening, it's ridiculous. That's the reason this update's been going on so long. Because, first of all, it's December, people. How did that happen? I know everyone says this, and perhaps everyone even thinks this, but I kid you not when I say, this year has just gone so quickly. Seriously, I know everyone says that, but it just has. It's ridiculous how quickly this year has gone. I remember so vividly when I was there, like when I got the box in the post for the winter 2014 sets, I was so happy because it's my first and only line where I've genuinely got every set, apart from the microfighters, but I don't really count those proper sets. And I was so happy about it, and I reviewed them, and I was one of the first to review them. That was really one of my best times of reviewing ever, possibly arguably my best. I'm going to say I enjoyed reviewing those sets more than I enjoyed the 2013 summer line, and more than I enjoyed the 2014 summer line, because I really loved it, in all honesty. Sorry, there's stuff in the lens. I'm just cleaning it in, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, I hope that's going to be obviously repeated for the 2015 winter line. However, I'm going to say right now, I have mentioned this in a couple of other videos, but I'm not going to get every set. Not because I can't afford it, which actually I probably can't, but even if I could, I probably wouldn't. I do like the line. I definitely like it a lot more than a lot other people do. I don't think it's awful. I think, you know, it definitely could be worse. We've had worse lines. There are some sets in there which I think I'm not really going to get that. One of which is the AAT. And you may think, but it's the AAT. The AAT is really cool, you know. Everyone loves the AAT. Well, yeah. I love those AATs. You can see 2 there. By the way, I just did the video of my mock. Hope you really like it, but I'll go more into that in a minute. I like those AATs from the Clone Wars. I don't as much like the Episode 1 AATs, just because of the colour, but not just because of the colour in this one. I also think this AAT looks a bit juvenile and childish, if anything. It looks a bit unsophisticated, kind of simple, you know, which is one reason I'm not getting it. But the main reason I'm not getting this AAT is not because the price, which actually I think it might be pretty cheap, actually, because it doesn't look like there's a massive amount of pieces in it. It's more because it is kind of to do with space, but more to do with long term, as in what will I use it for? Because now that space has become an issue, I know that some YouTubers, actually a lot of YouTubers, a lot of the bigger ones tend to sell some of the sets to get space, and mainly because they're not going to use it. For example, some of the UCS sets, which they're not going to ever use, they may resell for a good price. I'm not as much into doing that for various reasons, which I'm not going to go into now. But I mean, I may be in the future, don't get me wrong, but right now I'm not as much into reselling sets, just because I don't really think I have that sort of financial or proper business stuff to do that, but we won't go into that now. But really, it's because, you know, say in mocks, you know, actually no, I'm going to start here. Alright, when I review a set, you know, great and everything, you know, I may want to get a set to review it, but after that, it's like, what am I going to do with it now? Some sets, obviously, yeah, I can use and I'm definitely going to get. For example, the ATTE, kind of turbo tank, Republic gunships, AATs. these different stuff, which I can use and are very useful, you know, there's sort of stuff I get multiples of as well. You know, obviously, yeah, I'm going to get those. But when it comes to AAT, once I reviewed it, great. But after that, I'm not going to use it for anything. And it's just going to take up space, it's going to take up money. You know, and if I ever do want to use an AAT, I'll just use the Clone Wars ones. There will never be a situation where I want this AAT. Perhaps if I'm doing like a episode 1 mock. But even then, I still might make it Clone Wars, even if it's like a Naboo mock. I mean, well, maybe. But, you know, I don't think this eventuality will come up very soon. Especially since we've got episode 7 and other stuff coming up. I don't think an episode 1 mock will be coming anytime soon. You know, so it's like, what am I really going to use this for? And even if I did do an episode 1 mock, there would only be that single mock. So I would only use that set once. And it's like, you know, what do I do? And yes, obviously there are some sets which I just enjoy getting, just for the sake of getting it, just because it's a collector thing, and I just love it. For example, the Sandcrawler. I'm very unlikely to ever use the Sandcrawler. I mean, maybe I will one day. Who knows? Maybe I will use it like a Tatooine mock. That'd be really cool. But, that's pretty unlikely in all honesty. But I just got it just because it's a really cool set. You know, and I really want to review it. So, yeah, but the AAT, not as much. I don't want to get it for the sake of getting it. The only reason I'd get it would be to review it. And there would be no other reason why I would get it. And now that I can't really do that now, because of space and money and stuff like that, it's become a thing where I can't just get stuff anymore for the sake of getting it. Or, unless I actually want the set. I can't just get stuff to review it, I mean. I need, if I'm going to get something, I need to either, like, be able to use it, and that means anything, like maybe I can use the figures, or the pieces, or whatever, or I just want it for the sake of it, maybe it just look cool, you know. Other than that, though, I'm probably not going to get sets, unless I get a lot more space, unless my mum gives me one of the spare rooms, because we've got 2 spare rooms, by the way. My mum hasn't given me any. It's just me, my mum, and my dad in this house. We've got 4 rooms. Obviously, my parents' room, my room, there are 2 spare rooms. I don't have either of them. That's kind of annoying. Jeez, most people have a Lego, well, most, like, proper big Lego YouTubers have a Lego room of some kind. I'm not a big Lego YouTuber, but even so, I could have one. Whatever, but anyway, we're not going into that either. So yeah, so that's one of the reasons I'm not getting some of the sets, like the AAT. Although I will say that I'm getting most of them, most of the system sets. Maybe not Micro Fighters. And actually, I'm going to say right now, a lot of people disagree with me. I actually like the Micro Fighters from 2014 more. I don't like these 2015 Micro Fighters as much. They're not as much bad. Some of them do have kind of cool figures, but definitely not as much as the 2014 ones. 2014 ones, I've got to say, they weren't bad, as Micro Fighters go. Well, this is the only line, but you get the point. They weren't bad in any way. So yeah, so I'm probably going to get Micro Fighters. I will get all the battle packs, definitely, and I will miss out on some of the main sets, but generally, you'll see probably the bulk, I would say, of the line. I'm not promising anything, by no means, but I like to think you get the bulk of the line. But of course, right now, money is a bit of an issue, for various reasons, which I'm not going to go into. But yeah, really. So that's what I'm basically saying about the 2015 line. I think they look pretty cool, and actually, I like the TIE Advanced prototype. Not a lot of people do. Not a lot of people think, oh, it looks really rubbish, and the Inquisitor looks ridiculous with his helmet and all that. I don't think he does. I really don't think he does. I think he looks really cool. I think he looks like Darth Malgus. You know Darth Malgus from the Sith Infiltrator, and everyone said he was really cool because that like gear, you know, that padding and all that had. It kind of looks like that. Is that just me who thinks that? I think I'm really excited to get the Sith Inquisitor. He looks really, really cool. I'm going to say right now, I really like him. However, I do want to say this. I hope that helmet is detachable, and I hope you can move it. It's not like some of those other figures where like the shoulder stuff is attached to the helmet, and you can't move the helmet independently. So I do really hope that. And not just that, but TIE Advanced in itself looks really cool. Because you've never had a TIE Advanced where the wings actually open. I mean, obviously we had some of the Jedi Interceptors which do that. And it's good. I love to see how vehicles advance. That's one of the reasons I kind of like Star Wars Rebels. My opinions are a little mixed. I don't hate it as much as a lot of people do. Like, I don't hate it just because it can't, well, it didn't, it was kind of responsible for cancelling the Clone Wars. But, yeah. But anyway, I love to see how vehicles advance through the, you know, ages. I love to see that. So, yeah, really. Anyway, though, so Yeah, oh gosh, this update's already been going on like 10 minutes. Alright, I just want to talk about very briefly about Star Wars Episode 7. We got the trailer. I know a lot of people talked about it. I really am really pumped to see this. Although I'm going to say, the trailer, I was iffy. I know, please don't hurt me. And I'm going to say, I was also the Jurassic World trailer. If you don't know, I love Jurassic Park as well. And I know the Jurassic World set's coming out. I cannot wait for those at all. I so want to get them. I love Jurassic World as well. Probably one of my favourite types of like saga would be Jurassic Park, Star Wars, Marvel sort of films. Those are my like top three. Maybe some others like Harry Potter and all that, but you know, those are like my top three sagas or things, franchises when it comes to film. I love them so much. But anyway, sorry, okay. Star Wars Episode 7 trailer. I really loved it. I did not love his lightsaber. I'm sorry, people. I'm really sorry. I know everyone did, but I did not love his lightsaber. I think it looked like kind of, again, I think like look one of those sort of childish type things where you think, oh, I want to have lightsabers coming out of everywhere, like 10 different blades or whatever. I don't like it at all. Yeah, it does have its uses. It is practical in some ways, not all, but I didn't love it. I did not love it. Although I've got to say, that last scene with the Millennium Falcon and the TIE Fighters, my God, that was cool. I so wish they made it longer. I guess this isn't the proper trailer then. I mean, it still was just a teaser trailer, but it was pretty long. It was like a minute and a bit. So, is this the proper trailer? Maybe we'll get like the proper, full-length proper trailer on May 4th. I'm really hoping for that. I'm hoping they do something for May 4th. They've got to, come on. They've got to do something for May 4th. Are you kidding me? So, I cannot wait to see that. I'm so pumped. I'm actually going to see Interstellar tomorrow. Yes, it is still in the cinemas. I don't know why I mentioned that, just sort of talking about films. Everyone says it's really good. Everyone says, oh, it's really scientific. And I do like those films. I like those films where it does kind of try to explain things in a scientific way. And it does sort of use genuine science rather than saying, oh, some sort of thing. You know, it works somehow. I do like those things where it genuinely explains it in science. And it's kind of possible, you know. But yeah, anyway, so I'm going to try and wrap this up right now. It didn't go too long compared to most of my updates, but sorry if you still didn't stick around. Anyway, so the mock, as I said in the actual video, I think it came out really well. Actually not very soon, but I'm going to save this. I'm going to do it tomorrow, I guess, but I will not show it until my Christmas video. Something very special is going to happen with this mock when I take it apart. It's not going to be taken apart in the usual way. Some of you may be guessing at what that may be. Feel free to guess down in the comments. I will not answer anything until obviously Christmas. But let me tell you, it's gonna be something to watch. So watch my Christmas video. It's gonna be something. And yeah, basically. By the way, I am gonna do a Clone Army this year. I did one last year. Will I do a 2015 one? I don't know, because there's been a lot of talk about people quitting Clone Armies and people doing all maybe the Clone Wars just getting redundant, which is understandable because of Star Wars Rebels and Episode 7, all this coming out. And actually, you know, some may say these Clone Wars mocks are going out a bit. But at the end of the day, I don't think they're truly out right now, just because right now you can't really make that many mocks of other things. Like, the originals, well, if you find enough Clone Troopers and Rebels, perhaps it may look kind of cool, because you don't get many originals trailers, mocks. But Star Wars Rebels, we don't have enough figures or not clones, Stormtroopers or like Rebels or anything to make proper mocks out of Star Wars Rebels. But for now, I would say you can still make a Clone Wars mock and it can be relevant, even though Clone Wars is finished. But I don't know how long that will last. It might go pretty soon, so who knows. But anyway then, thank you guys for watching this update. I know it's pretty long, I'm really sorry for that. As I said before, done this like 4 times, and my last updates were like 20 minutes or something. So I did kind of rush this. But yeah, a lot of stuff is happening. Thank you so much for watching. Videos will be coming by the end of this year. Like, I'm going to be doing a review of a winter exclusive set, which I got with a purchase. I'm going to be doing a review and build of the exosuit. I've got 2 of them. I've mentioned this a few times. There'll be a bunch of videos coming, and of course my last video of the year will be my video of 2014, wrapping up everything in a nice neat bow and showing you the best bits, and I hope you really enjoy it. But anyway then, so I will see you, and yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this update. I'll see you in my next update. Stay awesome. Oops, I dropped my tripod on the grass. I killed the guys. Oh well. Oh well, we'll do something about that. Anyway, I'll see you then. And bye-bye. Bye, troops.